Hello there everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play the Dark mod. In the last episode, we completed Mission 1, a new job. And in this video, we will attempt Mission 2, the Tears of St. Lucia. This is the last official map made for the Dark mod by the people that constructed this game engine. The rest from here on out will be fan missions, once we complete this one. On that note, I've only got one request for a specific map to be played, and that one was called Swing, which did exist, by the way, and I have downloaded it, so we will give that a try for the next video, or maybe 2 from now, depending upon how long it takes me to beat St. Lucia. After that, if I don't get any other specific requests for maps, I'll select amongst a handful that I have downloaded, and we'll give a few of them a try, and we'll probably wrap up this playlist after about 10 to 15 or so total maps. So let's go ahead and see what Tears of St. Lucia is like.
A few weeks ago, I started hearing talk about a church called St. Roderick's. It's a small church east of Mill Street, built back when that part of the city was flourishing. Now the area is one of the city's many slums, and the church ministers to the poor and destitute who live there. It's not the kind of place I'd normally pay a visit to. People have been claiming that the church has recently acquired some kind of holy relic, supposedly a shard of the master builder's true hammer. And there's nothing like a shard of the true hammer to part a righteous fool from his money. Every market has at least one for sale. But according to what I overheard, when the relic was placed next to the church's statue of St. Lucia, the statue started weeping blood. Word spread, and the faithful have been flocking to the church to see it. Apparently, the Archbishop himself plans to visit St. Roderick's to witness the statue weeping and decide whether to confirm it as a miracle. In the meantime, the local priest is already proclaiming to one and all that the miracle is a sign from God. No surprise, the little church is suddenly overflowing with tithes and donations. The messenger I met in Royston Court 2 nights ago works for someone who is very interested in this situation. He has offered me a fair sum of money to steal this relic. Not only that, but he wants me to vandalize the weeping statue before the Archbishop's visit. The messenger wouldn't reveal who was paying for the job. My bet is some rival priest jealous of the newfound wealth that St. Roderick's is earning. I'm supposed to make it look like a common burglary, which means I can help myself to the tithe box and any other loot I can find lying around. This would be an easy job, except that some cathedral guards are already patrolling the grounds in preparation for the Archbishop's visit. And the builders don't look kindly on thieves. The front gate is likely to be guarded, so I may have to look for a less obvious way in. And smashing the statue without drawing attention to myself. That's going to be a challenge in itself. I don't get the other half of the money until the job is done, so I'll have to come up with something.
Okay, so I like playing on hard, so we'll go ahead and do so. And it looks like the only difference is the amount of loot we have to acquire total, and also we cannot kill anyone on expert, which is about right for all the thief games. We'll play on hard, so we'll have to find 1,500 loot as well to make the job look like an ordinary theft. Let's go and purchase our equipment. Now, to my knowledge, yes, none of the money we picked up in the last mission gets carried over here. I don't think any money you pick up in any of these missions is carried over to the next one. This is actually, it's the only thing that I have probably, well, no, I have other complaints about as well. One aspect of the Thief series I really like is that you really want to find all the cash in order to make the next mission easier for you to accomplish. That none of the money we pick up in this mission will be carried over always feels, I wish it was. It would be more of an encouragement to me to try to find every single coin in a mission. But as it is, we're going to try to complete the mission's objective of 1,500 coins and then stop picking up any of the rest of the cash because we won't need it. In any case, let's see what we have. So we have a flash bomb, blackjack, lockpicks, all the standard stuff. So what do I want? I think I'll skip the sketch. There's probably quite a few tile floors, so let's grab 2 moss arrows. We don't have any water arrows to start, so let's grab a few of these. I see a breath potion. I generally always purchase these when I see them for sale, just to make sure... Now, I have enough air in my lungs if I go swimming. I think there's never been an instance where these were required, but I do like how convenient they make certain things to do. So we'll purchase one of these. 2 noisemakers, and I guess we'll purchase a bunch of broadheads. Since we can use these as ghetto noisemakers if we need to. Alright, so this is good. 2 moss arrows, 5 water, 1 breath potion, 2 noisemaker arrows, and 5 broadheads. Let's start the mission. Alright everyone, let's go ahead and get started. Remember that I'll be keeping the talking to a minimum as we play this series. I'll be reading things we find on screen and talking about things as we're waiting for like a guard patrol or what have you. But otherwise, you shouldn't expect that much talking from me, because I want to keep this all atmospheric. Rat fanciers and curious spectators, contending for the sovereign title of Crown Prince of Ratters, the collie Horatio, seconded by Tom Watson, and the current champion, Red the Ferret, seconded by his owner, Wilkie Robinson. Match to be held at the Bear and Bachelor. Lay your wagers, one and all. Oh, this is that place as well, huh? Sounds like someone's drunk in here. Yep. We can hear him reach for the bottle. I don't really see anything worth any cash up ahead. There is a note on the table, but I don't think we're getting that unless I want to blow out the torch on the other side. We'll blow it out. Use a water arrow. I don't know if I want to do that. I've only got 5 of them. I don't think we can get... Oh, he is kind of drunk. Maybe we can get close to that note? Actually, I don't remember what my lean key is. Like, lean forward. Which I would want if I want to steal that. Let me check really quick. Lean forward is L.
Looks like the weather's getting worse, huh?
We'll have to be right in front of him to do this. I'll be surprised if he doesn't see us, even though he is a little bit drunk. Okay, what do we got? Sophie, I need your help. That bastard Gar is putting me out of business. I can't get not 2 pence a rat these days, cause Gar keeps selling ones twice as big. He's getting them from the old sewers. Heard him bragging about it at the laboring gull. But those sewers ain't worked since before the old days. They've been collapsed for years. So how does he get it? I know he sees you upstairs each Saturday after work. Talk him up and find out where he gets into those damn sewers. He likes the dress off, but can't afford it. Maybe strip down for him for free? He'll talk. I'll make it worth your while. I can't see you this week 'cause the wife watches me like a damned hawk. Leave a letter for me under that flat rock near the stairs at the Fleece. John. I don't think we're going to be able to sneak past that guy to check out what's in the back room. And there's probably enough cash inside the Hammer Church that we shouldn't need really to get too much cash from any place else around. There's a jar up on the ledge there. Someone must be growing a plant or something. Thank goodness this isn't Dishonored. We don't have to worry about avoiding packs of rats. Hello? Someone's bedroom. Bloody boots. That doesn't bode well. An iron brush. And nothing else here. So we took someone's lucky coin. Message to Pierre's wife. To my faithful and patient wife. Fortune smiled on us today. While I walked to work, I passed a wagon that had struck a dog in the street and thrown a wheel. There were a number of swordsmen with the cart, and I saw on it the emblem of the Fletcher's Guild. The dog shrieked like a child left too close to the hearth, and in the commotion I noticed a few arrows had fallen from the wagon. Not regular hunting arrows, mind, but the special ones the brigades used to putting out fires. I could work for a month and afford not a one. I don't know what stirred my blood, but in an instant I leapt forward and grabbed the nearest arrows. A guard spotted me, however, and I was forced to run for my life. I dropped 1 or 2 arrows in my flight, and I think he stopped to retrieve them, rather than chase me further, for when I had turned 1 or 2 more corners, I saw that I was safe. I still had a few arrows left. Think of the coins they'll fetch, and what we could buy. We'll need to hide them for a short while. For the swordsman may know my face, and might warn merchant about someone with only a few arrows to sell. But in a week or so, it should be safe to take them out to the pawn shop. It is said that the water inside the arrows never goes dry. I will hide them somewhere secret, not in the house, lest some visitor see them and expose us as thieves. I'm still spry enough to find a safe place for them above the streets. Your loyal husband, Pierre. Well, I think we could probably put good use for those. Even though I stole that one guy's single coin, I do feel kind of guilty robbing from the poor in the Thief series. So that's a hint that the arrows are somewhere above us. Nope, there was no way that was going to work. The controls for this game are very different than the ones for the normal Thief game. In normal Thief, it's W to run forward, S to move forward, X to move back. In this game, there's a run key option and a creep button. Let's give this a try. Tim, you're kidding me. Are you really going to do this? Yes! Yes, we are. Holy crap. I don't think we're supposed to be up here.
So bloody hungry.
And I don't see where we can safely move to from here, Tim. That's too far to jump. That ledge is interesting, though. Maybe we can jump on that. Holy crap. I can't believe we made all those jumps. Let's see if there's anything up here. My torch was on the whole time as well. Oh, are these them? 4 water arrows. I'll take 2 and leave those 2 for the people who really need the money. Wow, so we were supposed to do that. That's really tough. That's a really tough series of jumps to do. And now we're really high above the ground. Hopefully we won't take any fall damage. This might be the safest place to drop. Okay, we took a tiny bit of damage there.
So hungry.
Can we cut down a board?
So hungry.
Just a normal beggar. I don't think he'll complain about seeing us.
Arms. Arms for the poor, my lord.
Sorry, sir. We're poor ourselves. We only have 1 coin on us. Oh, hello. A single broadhead arrow here. And that's suspicious. But I don't see how we get up there. Okay, so if that's doable, I don't have the patience for it. So whatever secret's up there can stay up there. Oh, hello? Not the most silent of moving things around. We might be able to make kind of a extend the floor out a little so we can get to that hole. So we should check around here to see if there's anything else lying around. I don't. Oh, there's a door, but I don't see a keyhole. A keyhole? A handle. So or keyhole. So we're probably not allowed to get into that one. You must find the correct key to open this lock. Oh! There is a trap door, everyone. And it sounds like our lockpicks can't open it up. That must lead to the sewer system. Which is probably an alternate way to get into the cathedral. Or the church. Okay, hold on. This is not working so well. Let's think. Come on. You can do it. Not Garrett. Oh, no. He is quite dead, judging from the flies that are buzzing around him. And then he won't mind if we take his 2 pence. I don't see a key up here either. Nothing on his body. Nothing on the other side of that crate. So, we need a key to unlock that. If that leads to the sewer system, that might be where the one guy was getting the rats from that we heard in the other letter. So we need to find that fleece to see if his female friend has found out how to get down there. Or I suppose she's going to tell him about the sewer system. Okay, this must be the fleece. There's the rock. Sewer clue. John, you were right. Gar found a hole in the floor in the old Wesley place that collapsed a few years back. You climb down it and you wind up in the old sewers. He hunted rats down there, but now grumbles he's practically cleaned them all out. He's put a trap door over it with a padlock to keep people out, but he keeps the key on himself. I got him to come back tomorrow for another drink. I'll get him upstairs again and sneak the key out when he's busy. I'll drop it in a pot and set it out on my window ledge above the Bear and Belcher. It's high, so you'll have to knock it off somehow. So that must be the jar we saw. Let's go back and get that key. I'm so sorry. Guess it goes catch and eat rats. Alright, so let's try this. With no targeting assistance, the bow and arrow is really tough for me to use. I'm amazing. Let's go ahead and put this over here. So before we use that key, let's go back and check the rest of the alleyway. That leads to the same room, Tim. You weren't able to get into the attic of the other chamber. Oh, this must have been the cart that got damaged. Where the guy took the water arrows from. See what that does for me. See the miracle. The holy Saint Lucia weeps for us all. A true miracle. Forget thee not the tithe. I can see the hammer symbol up ahead.
'Tis not for me to question Brother Reynold, but it doth seem that there is not but rats and beggars to guard against.
That guard is going to be a challenge. I wonder if there's a less obvious way in.
There is probably the sewer system. Yeah, there's no way past that guard otherwise. Well, actually, there is plenty of ways past the guard. If we had a gas arrow, if we purchased that at the start, we could knock him out. We could put down 2 moss arrows or a moss arrow, fire a noisemaker or broadhead behind him, and then charge him from behind with our blackjack to knock him out. Looks like there might be a way over him. That would be really tricky. I think our best bet is probably the sewer system. I guess we'll do a little exploring first, though. Seems like there might be something else secret in this courtyard. That beam is suspicious. Oh, I'm not allowed to mantle on it, though. Is there any reason to go over there? Let's take a peek. I don't see any treasures or anything. There's a small... Ooh, what is this? Oh, I want this. No, come back. That's my spyglass. I hit V for a drop. There is that strange grating or brick there. There might be something hidden there. earth would I get there, though? I don't see a way. I don't see a way across here. Though we could jump, and clamber on that wall for some reason. Only way over I see is the beam. So let's try the beam again. Oh! Oh, thank goodness, Tim. We gotta be careful. We already took some falling damage. Is there any way, like, can we go above this building? No, we cannot. Okay. Ooh! Okay, we've suffered about 1/4 of our damage total from falling. Let's try this one more time. Okay, I'm gonna reload that. So I can't mantle that beam. I can't climb the beam. Let's try again. Can we climb the post? No. Oh, okay. Maybe this is possible. No. Okay, forget it. We're not getting over there. Or, no. We would have to build a way to climb it on this side, Tim, and I don't think we can do that. Alright, so enough delaying. Let's go ahead and go into the sewer system. Oh, I forgot. You can't... I don't think... Can I drop a key? I don't think I can. I don't want that padlock in my inventory anymore, but we're forced to keep it. Sewer system's seen better days, but the water down here is clear, so this sewer must not be in use any longer. But that's what I'm going to hope, because I've always hated. Well, I mean, I guess I don't really care, but I really dislike sloshing around in sewer water. Looks like there's a slightly deeper section in the water that we might be able to swim through. Oh, okay. This is by the fleece. Yep. So, this was the wrong way to go. There's no way into the Hammerite church from here. And that must be the small hole we saw. That must be the small hole we saw by the table on that one balcony. Did anyone drop something down below here? A ring or some coins? Neither. Okay. So this leaves only that deeper water section we saw. Let's go back to there and guess we're going swimming. Okay, that strange thing was a mushroom. A miserable way to die. Caught in a cave-in and suffocated. Last time I was in the sewers in the thief game, I remember there being spiders and crabmen. Well, something bent these bars a bit to try to squeeze through. Hopefully whatever it was wasn't successful. That's a different area of the sewers. Spider webs. There are giant spiders in the thief world. There are some that are about the size of your hand that are fast and run up and bite you, obviously. Then there are larger spiders that can spit and also have the ability to bite you. both types jump, to my knowledge. Sounds like there's another somewhere. A skull. Some strange creature. I really don't like touching a dead spider, but we've got to get it out of the way. Okay. This must not be the correct way to go. That must have slithered out of that area. Machinery. This must lead to the Hammerite Church. I don't hear any motion or movement or guards chanting. no entry into the church from this side. That is a sconce, not a switch. Oh, is this the same room? It is. Okay. Brother Samuel, I did send several acolytes into the streets yestermorn to post more bulletins advertising the miracle of St. Lucia. Brother Brevius did come back with the smell of alcohol about him. He doth claim that a drunken man did vomit upon him, but I am certain that he partook himself, and did thus break his vows. I have ordered him to clean the walls beneath the privy, to prepare for the Archbishop's visit. 'Twill do him good to smell of honest work for a change. Brother Abatus must be reminded to tell the other acolytes to use the other privies in the meantime, and to remember to remove and clean the latter when Brother Brevius doth finish. Brother Andros. So we've learned that there might be a ladder leading up into the temple in the privy, and that there might be a Hammerite working in there. Oh, these must be them. These must be the privies. This must be the underside of them. It looks like they're sealed at the moment, though, which I guess is good. I guess normally this would be open, and they would just, crap down here.
Great. This isn't the back door I had in mind.
Okay. There's someone patrolling just outside the privy, and someone responded to him, so there's at least 2 Hammerites out there. More seconds, everyone. I'm positive we heard a guard on the other side of this door in this hallway. I'd like to see if he does indeed patrol down here. Maybe where he stops his patrol.
I did hear something.
That high collar will make it impossible for me to knock out that guard.
I hope His Eminence doth find this pleasing.
Could put out the light, but I'm going to hope no one patrols in here. The Holy City. The heavenly city of the Master Builder is my grand theme in this work. It is a city surpassing glorious, perfect in its stability, humbling in its excellence. A great work this, and an arduous journey it is to be worthy of it. But God is my helper. For the king and founder of this city of which we speak has in Scripture uttered to his people a dictum of the divine law in these words: God resists the slothful, but gives grace unto the builders. The slothful, the weak, those that worship pagan gods and demons, they are bound for the purifying flames. Those who build shall become the tool of the Master, the citizens of the city of God, which has no end when the works of this world fall away. A Cathedral Guard's Journal. It should thus come as no surprise that many of the acolytes that hath been assigned here are uneducated, crass, and poorly motivated. They spit, they speak in the vulgar tongue, and they gamble when Reverend Bernard doth sleep. Most indeed do loveth the Master Builder most sincerely, but they need a great deal of direction in serving him. October 23rd. Reverend Bernard doth keep the relic in his private chambers. I just offered to protect it myself, but the Reverend doth insist that it is well hidden. October 25th. must attend Brother Matthew, who doth oversee the maintenance work. He reports an outside worker did injure himself while manhandling a hammer from the wall for cleansing, and his partner canst not push it along on his own. These unbelievers are most feeble. When I was but an acolyte, I did such work without serious complaint. Those big hammers are weighty, yes, but a good sustained push and much faith in his goodness is all it takes to do his will. That must be a hint as to how we destroy the statue. October 26th. This church is in such disrepair that it doth dishonor the master builder. Rather than repair their broken fan mechanism, the brothers here hath made it a place to store garbage, the smell of which doth waft through the air ducts above to all corners of the church. And that's a hint that we might be able to move around unseen if we stick to the air ducts. Looks like it's safe to stay in this room.
The Lord Builder watch over me this night.
Find this pleasing.
I suppose I should meditate on it further tonight.
Okay, so we've got a little bit of information and a little bit of treasure. We're almost 1/5 of the way there for the amount of gold we need to acquire. We've learned that the relic is in the... Oh, I forget what his title is, but it's inside the chambers of the leader of this church, hidden therein. We've learned that the air ducts are a good place to move around, and also we've learned that some of the Hammerites like to play cards or something, so there might be a bit of money wherever it is they're congregating. We saw a key on the belt of that guard.
I hope His Eminence doth find this pleasing.
There's a key on the other priest's belt too. But the other priest doesn't have any armor on, so it's probably a spellcaster.
hold of thy tool, and suitably arm thyself with vigilance, that those who ruin may have no hold upon you.
That's interesting. He goes into that room. I wonder if he'll come in here. Tim, you don't have a choice. You kind of have to come out here and take that key.
What is that? Ah, an intruder! Help!
Well, that didn't go.
Who would dare challenge the might of the Lord's servants? None. 'Tis something.
That didn't go so well at all. We can't mantle as long as we're carrying a body. Ooh. That was very loud. We'll make the assumption that that priest, this is his room, and he was the one who was patrolling in it earlier. A note from Brother Simon. To the Most Reverend Father Bernard, a few of the acolytes have been casting dice in the back of the nave again. One was even overheard swearing by Fortuna, a pagan goddess. Something must be done. I recommend putting each one in the screws. 3 or 4 turns should remind them of their vows. Your servant, Brother Simon. October 4th. The Lord Builder hath granted us great boon. Today the widow Madeline did bring to me a gift she brought from a merchant who did just return from a pilgrimage to Toronto. The merchant claimed that the trinket was a shard from the head of the true hammer, just as merchants sell to the pious but gullible souls in a dozen marketplaces in the city. The widow, bless her soul, did have a shine in her eye that I have not seen since her husband did perish at Belhaven Hospital, so I had not the heart to tell her, but accepted her gift without comment, and placed it next to the statue of St. Lucia in the front chamber. As I did pray quietly there, feeling the weight of all that had happened, and asking God for a sign to reaffirm my faith, the statue did most suddenly begin to weep. I could not believe mine eyes. 'Twas if the Lord Builder were speaking directly to me through his servant St. Lucia. October 21st. The shard seemeth to be but a simple piece of metal, yet when I hold it, I do sense some kind of power within. God hath responded to my prayers in a way that I did not dare to hope, solving my crisis of faith and the poverty of my parish at once. For donations from wealthy visitors who would never set foot in this church but for the weeping statue swells our coffers as it hath not been in a generation. Even 2 Moors, foreign and infidels from the south, have visited to see the statue. With the new donations, we can begin construction of new works to honor the master builder. First, repairs upon his house and those of his people, then new walls, gutters to keep the streets free of refuse. My heart soars to think of it. October 24th. His Eminence, the Archbishop, is coming here to witness the miracle and thus pronounce it so. With all the trials and plagues that this city hath endured these last years, such a thing would renew the faith and vigor of all our people. An Inquisitor's letter. To the Reverend Bernard of St. Lucia, hoping the Almighty hath given thee health and prosperity. It hath come to my attention that a number of thy parish continue to practice the pagan ritual of Brigid's blessing, where strips of cloth are left out at night to be blessed by spirits, and then burned the following day to summon love and fertility. This ritual doth promote the worship of false gods, and doth encourage the making and selling of love charms, a most serious matter. No doubt thy flock continues this practice out of tradition rather than heresy, but is incumbent upon thee to assist them in the proper worship of our Holy Father, the Master Builder. As thou art aware, the following morn, when the cloth is burned, is also the holy day of Saint Nathaniel. Oft overlooked, he was a pious man who did burn all the tools which were not perfect in the sight of God before building the great arch of Avocarum. It would be most meet that thou encourage thy parish to burn something in Saint Nathaniel's name on that day, rather than consorting with spirits. Thus I commit you to God's good protection. Paschal Murnus, Inquisitor General of Bridgeport. Maybe we'll hold on to this. This might be a hint for something. Key to the priest's room. Oh, hello. A hidden switch. A secret room. Always my favorite room in the house. Hello. Many things in here. Wine bottles. Some more gold. A health potion. The relic. It was... I didn't realize this was the head priest's room. That must have been him then that we knocked out. Okay, well, you know what, everyone? We've been playing for a while, so this is a good time for us to stop, save the game, and we'll pick up in the next one. All right, I'll see you guys then. We'll finish up St. Lucia's in the next video, assuming it's not another hour long.